Ooh, sexy time. Hey guys, Metal Driver here, back with another WWE Elite review, and today I'll be looking at the SummerSlam Elite, Shawn Michaels. On the side we get an image of HBK, then on the back we see another image, a brief bio, career highlights, a description of this figure, and the rest of the figures that are in this wave. Alright, so that was the box, and the front of the box lets us know that this is the Build-A-Figure Dominic Mysterio wave. We do see that the arms are included with this figure, and I'm pumped for this because this is Shawn Michaels from his feud with Hulk Hogan, which is awesome because we get another Ruthless Aggression Shawn Michaels shortly after the last one that we got, which was the WrestleMania Elite Shawn, which was a bit of a disappointment, mainly with the head scan, but what's not disappointing is opening up this figure, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at him. Alright, and here we have the Heartbreak Kid, the showstopper, the main event, out of the packaging. But before we take a look at the figure, let's look at the accessories that he comes with. As I mentioned before, he comes with the arms for little Dominic Mysterio. He comes with a pair of gripping hands, and unfortunately these are the only alternate hands that he comes with. I wish he would come with fisted hands, that way you can do a proper Shawn Michaels pose. But even though he may not come with a pair of fisted hands, he does come with this really nice entrance vest. I do like the detail on here. Some nice painted silvers around. Not perfect paint, there are some sloppy spots here and there, but that's not really a big deal. At least not in my opinion. Really cool on the back. You get these pieces hanging down from the bottom of the vest. So really cool piece. Should not be difficult to take off. I think there's a tab somewhere here on the side. And then taking a look at the head sculpt, this is not brand new. We did get this before with Series 100 basic Shawn Michaels. However, this is the first time we are seeing this on an Elite figure, and I am thankful that Mattel put this head scan on this Elite body because, as I said, the last Ruthless Aggression Shawn Michaels that we got was from the WrestleMania Elite wave that came out a few months ago, and they reused an old head scan that should have been retired a long time ago. I hated the fact they used that on that figure, so I'm very thankful that Mattel used the Series 100 head on this figure. It is sculpted really well. The paint looks pretty good for the most part. I do like the facial hair. The eyes are painted pretty well. The eyebrows look good. Honestly, in my opinion, this is one of, if not the best, Shawn Michaels head scan. So I think it works perfectly for a Ruthless Aggression Shawn, and you could probably fudge it a little bit and use it for an Attitude Era Shawn head. Looks good from the side. Now the facial hair doesn't really line up all the way to the top, so there's this funny looking gap right here. Nice sculpt work on the ponytail and the back of the hair, so that looks really nice. And then looking at the Series 100 head scan, that one does not have the painted facial hair, and I did use that head and swapped out that nasty one on the WrestleMania Elite body. So again, great choice on Mattel's part for using this head scan. Taking a look at the body, it's basically the same Elite Shawn body that we've received many times before. Beautiful double jointed elbows here, some painted wristbands, wrist tape here. And speaking of paint, the bicep tattoo on the left arm right here, this one's actually painted, which was an issue with the WrestleMania Elite Shawn Michaels that we got a few months back. They did not paint the tattoo on the arm here. They did it with the new one, so good to see that fully painted. And then taking a look at the lower body, looking around the waist here, the belt is painted pretty well. Got a heart design right here on the side by the hip. Looks pretty good for the most part. Paint is not perfect on here, but nothing too major as far as sloppiness, with the exception of this part here. That looks a little bit too sloppy in my opinion, but it's not the end of the world. HBK here letters look really good. Little bit of fuzzy work here on the silver part. Then looking at the legs, painted pretty well. It's got this black and white color scheme. I like this. Paint looks pretty decent for the most part. Actually, I think it's a little bit better than decent. It looks pretty good. The line work on the silvers look nice. Same thing right here on the front and the back. Maybe a little bit of bad paint right there. So overall, the legs look pretty good. The only sucky thing is that they are a bit loose on my figure. I don't know if that's just mine or if that's going to be a widespread issue. Hopefully that is not the case. Paint looks really good on the lower half. Shoes look pretty decent. Little minor mispaint right there. This side looks slightly better. So certainly a good looking figure so far, just with some wobbly legs. Then going over the articulation, head goes that high up, it goes that far down, it turns side to side and tilts very well. Shoulder goes that high up, it's a bit tight on mine. Rotates all the way around, biceps swivel, double jointed elbows. Great range there. A swivel and hinge at the wrist. He crunches that far forward, goes that far back, waist swivel. Legs go that far out, so great range there. They go that high up. Thigh cut. He's got double jointed knees. Ankle goes that high up. It goes that far down. And there is some beautiful, excellent ankle pivot. Alright, and here's the new SummerSlam Elite Shawn Michaels next to the WrestleMania Elite Shawn Michaels with that nasty, ugly, horrendous head scan. Then here he is next to the same figure with the Series 100 head scan, which looks much better on that figure. And finally, here he is next to the Elite 91 Hulk Hogan, which is based on the match that they had at SummerSlam, the very match in which Shawn Michaels flipped and flopped around for the Hulkster. So I'm definitely gonna have fun taking photos of these two together. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on the new Elite SummerSlam Shawn Michaels? I really like this figure. The head scan is great. I'm glad Mattel is using this on their Elite figures. I hope they continue to do so, and I know they are because there's one coming out pretty soon from the new Ruthless Aggression line with the white and red pants, so I'm excited for that one. But in the meantime, we have this one, and I think it's great. So I like it. It's got pretty good accessories. I do wish we got some fisted hands so that way we can have a more accurate pose right here. But despite that, I do think it's worth picking up and adding to your collection. And if you haven't done so already, like this video and subscribe. If you want a chance to get a shout out in the next video, leave a comment down below, just like these fine people did in my John Cena review, mentioning that they couldn't see the figure that I was reviewing. And that's what I love about that joke. Even though it's old, it's never gonna die. Check me out on my social media so you can be up to date with all my wrestling figure photography, and I'll see you next time.